Welcome back. It is time to play our weekly game called What's It Worth? We ask antiques expert Dr. Lori the value of 3 items chosen from the PTL mailbox, and we want you to play along at home.
Right now, you can take out your phone or any other device. You just scan the QR code on your screen right now. You can also go to kdka.com/connect to play along with us live. The question will change on your device each time you see the 3 items, so make sure you have it at the ready.
Yeah, okay, everybody, are you ready? Let's play along. And right now, let's bring in Dr. Lori.
Ooh, she's snacking.
Yeah, what are you snacking on, Dr. Lori?
I'm eating all the chocolate, because tomorrow I'm giving up chocolate.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Today, I'm eating it.
That's right.
I love your plan.
Indulge.
It. Yes, absolutely.
That's Tuesday, you know.
All right, let's talk about this week's theme. What is it?
It's prints, photographs, posters, and other kinds of print material. I know we talked about prints a couple times, but I want you to look at this.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Someone sent in this. This is the Edward S. Curtis Mosa Mojave Girl. And it's from the portfolio that was supported by J.P. Morgan called the North American Indian from 1930. This picture was taken as a documentary photographer through all of the 80 tribes of course, the North American Indian by Edward S. Curtis. This piece is 11.5 by 7.5. I was very happy to see it.
Now, and our prices, as you'll see, are a little bit higher for people to vote on. So we're guessing that this is worth at least $500. Is that what we have there? 250. I'm sorry, under 250, between 250 and 500, and over 1,000. Is this the original photograph, or is this a copy of it?
Now remember, these photographs were made in portfolios, so there were many of them.
Okay.
The portfolios were done in a limited edition, so it's from one of the portfolios. So it is a reproduction by virtue of it being a photograph.
I see.
And is it in a frame
Good
at
question.
all? Is it in a frame, or is it just a photograph?
It is not in a frame. I got this image. So this image is basically the image by Edward S. Curtis, who's a very well-known American photographer from the early 1900s. And there is no frame. I assume if they, that they own it, that it is in a frame if they're displaying it. I hope it is. But in the portfolio, they were unframed.
Okay.
I have my number. And most people are weighing in between 250 and 500. I said $1,050.
All right, I didn't go that high, but I said $600.
That photograph is worth $5,000.
Holy smokes. Oh,
That's right.
That may be one of the highest priced items that we've ever featured on the show.
Wow.
That is really
We
fantastic.
had some in the 5,000 to 15,000 range, as I recall, but that was a wonderful example and a fine example of art. And of course, you have great museums in Pittsburgh, so the Carnegie, and of course, the photography that you'll find at the Warhol, and the Heinz History Center, one of my favorite places. So go check those out, too.
Wonderful. Okay, our next one up is Kennedy for President, a poster. This was sent in by Mary.
From the 1960s campaign, it's 28 by 36, which is standard size for a poster. Remember, posters are a low-quality print process. So when you see a poster, they're not using the best inks, they're not using the best papers, but they're trying to get a lot of them out there. But this particular one has a political collectability. What do you think?
You know, I have a question, because I feel like Kennedy is there's always something coming up with this. So is it a factor of how much is it worth based on the newsiness, if there's anything out or circulating?
Yes. Political collectibles also do better in an election year, right? So in 2025, it's not worth as much as it would be worth in 2024, since that was an election year. It also depends on which party. It also depends on the popularity of a particular candidate and such.
All right, most people are in the middle range here. Okay, I think I've come up with a number.
I said 125.
I went lower than that. I said $80.
250 is what it's worth.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh, wow. These continue to surprise me.
What would it have been worth
big
last
numbers.
year?
Nice pieces, big numbers. Condition is important, too.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we have a lithograph sent in by Teresa. So talk to us about this one, Dr. Lori.
Okay, so this is a color lithograph. In the early 20th centuries, you have a lot of these color lithographs that relate to World War I. So this is a welcome home poster by a Chicago company called E.G. Renish, excuse me, and it's from 1919. So remember that just after the war, of course, families are being reunited, and you'll notice the American flag and, of course, that nice portrait of Abraham Lincoln.
And so the quality of this, are you getting anything from the picture that was sent to you?
Yeah, the quality, there's some creasing. You don't want a print to be creased, right? You don't want the margins to be cut. That's important too. So I would say it's in good condition. It's not in excellent condition. And of course, the quality of the paper, very, very thin. And again, they're produced in large numbers.
Okay. Ooh,
I think it's very
tough.
interesting because as Dr. Lori talks, you can watch the voting change, which is very interesting.
Okay.
All right, it's like when E.F. Hutton talks, people listen.
Our viewers are informed and they're interested. I love the curiosity of it.
All right, I've been guessing too low all day, but I'm just gonna go $100.
I went $150.
Well, David, you got it. It's worth $100.
Yes!
Great. At least you're on the board this
and
week.
no, double points. I think I win for getting one right on the nose.
That's right.
Isn't that how we play?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Aw, see? All
Tied.
right. Everybody won, right, Dr. Lori?
Yes, and I'm going back to my candy. Get it in today because tomorrow it's happening.
Thank you, Dr. Lori. You know what? We cannot wait to see you on Friday. Dr. Lori is going to be joining us live when we take the show on the road to open the gates at the Pittsburgh Home and Garden Show. So we're going to get to play What's It Worth live and in person.
We can't wait for that. Thanks, Dr. Lori. We'll see you Friday. And thank you at home for sending us your pictures. You can send yours to Dr. Lori. Email us at ptl@kdka.com. Maybe yours will be chosen for a future episode with Dr. Lori.